Hey guys, D-Sol back in the Nerd Cave with a quick video on the recent Chiller Theater convention. As you know, I was stuck at home for a while in quarantine, but luckily that was over in time for the Chiller convention. So it's not like Monster Mania. As you know, I've spoken about Monster Mania, and that's a whole weekend event. Me and Jimmy go, stay in the hotel, stay the whole weekend, multiple days, get some cheesesteaks in Philly, make it a whole big thing, right? Chiller convention, it's not that far from my house, about a 30 to 40 minute drive. They kind of specialize more, I feel like, in kind of like old TV show celebrities, 50s, 60s, 70s, with, some horror kind of in the mix. I feel like it's kind of changed a lot. Still enjoy going to the convention. Still like checking out the vendors. So me and Jimmy went there for like maybe 2 hours on a Saturday afternoon. And usually when I go to the Chiller, it's for very specific things. So they had a couple people there that I wanted to see. So really quick, is the program. And of course, they had kind of a pretty big Back to the Future reunion. So if I can find that, right. So in the main ballroom, you had a lot of people. Christopher Lloyd was there, and his line was massive. I've seen worse, and I probably could have waited around, but his signature, I think, is like over $100. I was thinking about getting my Roger Rabbit Steelbook signed, or my Back to the Future 4K set. But, then I'd be tempted to get a lot of others, and, I didn't do it. $140, whatever it was to get it signed, kind of wasn't worth it for me. But yeah, here's everyone from Back to the Future. And again, they had people from MASH. We'll go through it real quick. So in the lobby area, you had Peter Weller, which, is one of the reasons why I went. You got some others here. A lot of them, I don't even really know who they are. Again, the ballroom had the Back to the Future, as well as some from the Warriors and MASH. That's really taking it back. Then in this room, they had a couple people here from West Side Story. Again, taking it back a number of years. They had the Soup Nazi, of course, and some others. Again, I don't even know half of these people. And here's just like a nice map. They always have a really good program at the Chiller convention. I got a buddy that is a vendor there, but he wasn't there this time around. I always try to get a couple things from him. There's some others. Patty Mullen, I met her, got something signed from her. So a lot from like I said, old TV shows from like 50s, 60s, 70s. And here we had a little bit of an April Fool's Day reunion. I was gonna get them to sign my Scream Factory Blu-ray, but I don't know. Then I was thinking maybe I'll just get Deborah Foreman, who is kind of the lead in that. But at the end of the day, do I really need my April Fool's Day signed? I don't know. Do I need any of this signed? Probably not, but I made a decision. It's getting to the point where in my collection, I have to really want it. Just because I have a movie and there's someone at a convention doesn't mean I need to get it signed. But John Foray, he was there. He plays Paul in Friday the 13th Part 2. So I needed him to sign something, so I got him to sign. And I guess that... Oh, one more page. And then, there's an in memoriam. I guess for those who have been at the convention before, I did meet Gilbert Gottfried a few years back at a Chiller convention. As well as, I don't see him on here. Wilfred Brimley, I know, has been at this convention before. Maybe it's been over a year since he's passed. So, but anyway, there is the really nice program. And just a couple things. Like I said, I went in pretty quickly, in and out, probably within an hour and a half, 2 hours max. Again, I got the someone from Frankenhooker to sign my Arrow release. You know, I didn't get Christopher Lloyd, but I went and I got Frankenhooker. Big difference is he was well over $100. She was 20. So she looks good still, and she sounds exactly the way she does in this movie. So I had her sign this, and the cool thing is she signed both sides. She just kind of wrote Frankenhooker on the original artwork, and then here, want a date. So that's pretty cool. Patty Mullen, I believe. Or Muller, is it? And I went and I had to get John Foray to sign my Friday the 13th Part 2 mini poster. I have a lot of others. I have the two Jasons, Warrington Gillette, Steve Dash, who since has passed away. Amy Steele, I had her sign this at a prior convention. Adrian King. Steve Miner, I got recently at the Monster Mania convention. And now John Foray. And of course, I asked him what everyone wants to ask. What happened to Paul? Right? Let me put this down. The glare is killing me. Whatever happened to Paul? I asked him, you know, I'm sure you get this a lot. Did Paul make it? What happened? Was he killed? And he says that Paul made it. He said Paul lives on. Paul lives. Which I think is probably an awesome t-shirt to make. But Paul does live. He said I think I did hear this, the original plan for Part 3 was to have them back. Probably to get killed off in the beginning. Who knows? Very similar to what happened to Adrian King in the beginning of Part 2. That very well could have been the plan for all I know. But things changed, of course, and we got a different Part 3 that we all know and love. But it was kind of cool to talk to him, and he says, yeah, I get that a lot, but he was happy to answer it. Really cool guy. Took a couple pictures with us, making sure we got some good ones. So it was cool to meet him. And then one last thing, of course, I said I went to meet Peter Weller to get my Criterion Laserdisc signed. I've previously had it signed by Nancy Allen, who was at the last chiller that I went to. Really cool, really nice release, Criterion Collection release. I'll show it off a little bit. It is really nice. It's hard to, it's thick. It's got a couple discs in here, and it's got this kind of bifold here. A lot of cool stuff about the movie. Different chapters. Even has some supplemental information here, which is cool. I guess old versions of special features. Yep, there we go. Some special features, like I said. So yeah, really nice Criterion. Criterion did come out with a few laser discs. I have a Ghostbusters one, and I have this RoboCop one. So really cool to have. The funny thing is, usually a lot of these celebrities their price structure is all over the place. $20. John Foray was 40, and he was only $60, right? Which wasn't too bad, I was expecting more, for Peter Weller, but the thing is, if you want a picture with him, it was another $40 or $50 on top of that. Then there's like a combo price. So typically, and if you want him to like write a line of the movie, that was another $40, which I don't like when they do that. Even putting his character name costs more money. Now, he wrote Robo here, which I think that says Robo, right? Which I didn't ask him to do. I didn't pay extra for that. He just did it. But what I typically do is I always take a picture of the celebrity, at least signing it. I'm not getting a selfie with them, and usually they're okay with it. I have my phone out, about to take a picture. His handler put his hand up and said no. And I was like, oh, I'm not looking to take a selfie. I just want to take a picture of him signing it. Then Peter Weller jumped in and said, nope. I was like, wow, okay. Which, I don't know. If I didn't already pay and he wasn't already in the middle of signing it, I would have taken it back. Because that just, Doesn't sit right with me. I don't get it. Like, listen, I get they have rules. I'm not going to take a picture with him and pay, I'm just taking a picture of him signing it. Now, does he think he doesn't want that because he doesn't want me to resell it? I mean, I really don't understand it. Kind of annoying, I'll be honest. But listen, you got to respect it. They do have rules, so it is what it is, but kind of a dick move, in my opinion. Okay. Otherwise, he was nice, I guess. Thanked me for coming. Thought it was cool that this was a Laserdisc. I always get that reaction when I bring a Laserdisc to get signed, that there's always kind of a cool reaction to that. But in any event, kind of left there like with kind of a bad taste in my mouth, but whatever, it is what it is. Okay, so vendors, ton of vendors there. I went to Monster Mania a couple months ago. I think May's supposed to be a pretty big month for releases, so I kind of held back. I didn't spend too much there. These are the only 3 things that I got signed. But then I walked around, and Vinegar Syndrome was actually there, right? And Vinegar Syndrome I always see at Monster Mania. I don't typically see them at the chiller, so I don't know if this is the first time there, or maybe I just never really noticed, which is kind of crazy. I think I would have. But I didn't get anything really. Well, okay, I got one thing. I got something from their partner label, just because their halfway to Black Friday sale is coming up very soon. And I don't think there's anything that I needed to get right away. There's nothing that was close to being sold out, so there's nothing I really needed to get. But don't forget, let me know in the comments below, guys, if their partner labels are part of their halfway to Black Friday sale. So just in case they weren't, I picked up something that I wanted to get for one of their partner label releases, and it's Slash Dance, which I can only assume is a spoof of Flashdance. This is from the late 80s. And there's also a bonus movie, Hollywood's New Blood, where acting dead can be fatal. Here's the inside. I haven't opened it yet. Bonus movie. It says it right there. Pretty cool. A little bit about the film. And some of the special features. So again, I don't recall if the partner labels are part of the Black Friday sale, or halfway to Black Friday sale. I haven't. I've started picking up more and more of their partner labels. I only have 3 others than this one. So wanted to get something. It's hard for me not to pick something up from Vinegar Syndrome. There were a couple there, and one kind of annoying thing. And listen, I'm. Usually at the conventions, every vendor does it. You buy a certain amount of stuff, they'll give you some sort of discount, right? That's what they do, for I think every table there, right? And Vinegar Syndrome used to be no exception. At the last convention, I think it was $25 for a movie with a slip, 20 without. If you got more than 3 movies, it was 60, right? So you're saving a decent amount of money, right? So I had full intention to pick up at least 3 movies, if I got a couple bucks off it, because I knew the Black Friday sale, halfway to Black Friday sale, was coming up. Why not? I'm still getting a couple of dollars off. Let me support them. I'm still gonna get a shit ton of movies probably during the sale, as I normally do. That is a time when I really bulk up on my Vinegar Syndrome. As you can tell, I have a decent amount of Vinegar Syndrome, so I'm not hating on them by any means. But the guy said that they had to stop doing it. And listen, it's not his fault. It's, what the Vinegar Syndrome, I think, tells him to do. So, he has to kind of follow the rules, and he's got a job, right? So, and he was apologetic about it, and he's like, listen, yeah, that's something we can't really do right now. So I understood it. It just prevented me from buying more. And listen, at the end of the day, I'm going to buy it during the halfway sale anyway, right? Just a little bit, let me know. Am I overthinking it? It just seems kind of shitty to me, but it is what it is. It's not his fault. Anyway, so that's really it. I picked up one more thing. It's a bootleg of a release that I've wanted to pick up for a while. Never can really find it. It's for 20 bucks. I don't know if it's a good deal or not. I think they have an international official release of this, but not here in the States. And it's Michael Mann's The Keep. This is a movie that he disowns. And I think it's hard to release this here only because of rights for some of the music, and the fact that Michael Mann kind of disowns this movie. So here is a little bit about the film. Totally a bootleg. You know, just you can tell just the way, see how it's burned, right? So whatever, that's fine. I think that's really the only way to watch it, other than maybe trying to find like a Laserdisc release or a VHS release, and they go for a ton of money. So just want to see what that was all about. And that's really it, guys. Like I said, I was in and out of there in about an hour and a half. Picked up a couple things. Laser focus. Knew exactly what to get. Jimmy only got John Ferret to sign his mini poster. I don't even know if he got anything from the vendors. So, listen, I always try to support them. I understand they have to follow the rules and the pricing structures and whatever, but I don't know. Still kind of annoying in my view. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments below. Sorry, I talk fast sometimes. Am I just being nitpicky here? Did you go to the Chiller Convention? Did you pick up anything? Let me know in the comments, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you guys in the Nerd Cave.